Real Madrid is entering the decisive phase of the season, not only in terms of what happens on the pitch, but also in the transfer market. March and April are the times when negotiations for potential signings are accelerated and crucial decisions about the club's future are made. Madrid tends to wait until the season ends when the Champions League round of 16 concludes because they believe it provides a solid foundation to begin executing deals. This will be a truly busy summer for the leadership of Los Blancos as they have many targets in sight. Let's start with Alonso Davies. As The Athletic revealed, Real Madrid reached a verbal agreement with the Canadian winger in February of this year regarding two possible scenarios: joining the Royal Club this summer or waiting until 2025 to arrive at the Bernabeu as a free agent. However, Bayern Munich will look to sell their star if they cannot extend the contract with the 23-year-old player as his current contract expires in 2025. Bayern does not want a repeat of the situation with David Alaba, the Austrian player who arrived at Santiago Bernabeu after leaving Bayern as a free agent in 2021. The most recent meeting between the club's representatives and Alonso Davies was on March 12th in Munich. Bayern's sporting director Max Eberl told Bill in the middle of this month about Bayern's attractive offer to him. "We have made Davies a very specific and highly rated offer. However, no agreement was reached at that meeting, and if both sides still cannot find common ground before the end of the season, both parties are expected to work together to arrange for him to be sold to another team." Bayern has officially issued an ultimatum to its star, David, allowing him until April to accept a contract offer from Bayern Munich or present proposals from any team wishing to sign him. According to the sporting director Max Eberl of the team, being forced to decide at such an early stage naturally makes the player's side feel unsatisfied. Speaking to Bills, Davies' representative stated, "It's unfair to receive an ultimatum from Bayern. We were planning to make a decision at the end of the season when everything is clearer. It's unfair that Davies is currently in such a difficult position. We were close to reaching an agreement a year ago, then the entire club leadership was replaced. We haven't heard anything for 7 months, and now we have received an ultimatum and have to make a decision within 2 weeks because the club is under pressure, and we still don't know which coach will come next season. That's unfair." Immediately after that, Bayern Munich's sporting director, Max Eberl, responded to Davies' representative. Max Eberl said on Sky Germany, "We don't feel pressured. This is a normal relationship between the player and the club. It's completely normal. We believe we have made a very fair and accurate offer. At some point in life, you have to say yes or no. That's something hard to avoid." With developments like these and the discord between Davies and his parent club, the prospects for Madrid's deal seem bright. In the event that the Canadian player is unhappy and feels pressured to accept a contract extension, Bayern will be forced to negotiate with Los Blancos and accept a lower fee for Davies rather than risk losing him for nothing. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano also confirmed this, writing on X page, "David will not sign a new contract with Bayern at this time. Real Madrid is aware of the situation and a decision will be made in the coming weeks. But the situation is very tense. If an extension agreement is not reached, Davies will leave this summer, while Real is preparing to open negotiations with the German club about the transfer fee. But with the current situation unfolding, Bayern's position is not favorable, so they might accept a slight discount, while Madrid could consider expanding their spending to acquire the 2000-born winger this summer. David's arrival at Real Madrid could affect the future of Ferland Mendy, who has a contract with Real until 2025. Ancelotti is delighted with his presence, but in the past, the club has considered letting him go. However, Real would certainly want to resolve Alonso Davies' situation early, because this summer they also need to focus on the deal for French superstar Kylian Mbappe. Earlier, Mbappe announced to PSG on February 14th that he would leave the French club at the end of this season when his contract expires. On the same day, Madrid played against RB Leipzig in the Champions League round of 16, and the members of Los Blancos' board present at the match believed Mbappe would be in their squad next year, and this view was shared with influential players in the dressing room. However, since then, various sources have come forth, and there hasn't been any confirmation about Mbappe's definite move to Madrid. One reason could be Faiza Lamari, Mbappe's mother and agent, who has requested maximum decision-making power regarding his future. We have to wait until May to talk about this. In addition, Mbappe and PSG have not yet sorted out all the financial details for Mbappe's departure. PSG wants him to compromise more than what was agreed upon in the summer when the striker gave up about 80 million euros in loyalty bonuses. However, it seems almost certain that the 25-year-old star will leave and move to Real this summer. Real's competitors like Liverpool and to some extent Chelsea and Manchester United have all withdrawn. The French newspaper L'Equipe even reported that PSG's internal circle knew about their teammates' move to Real Madrid. Everything stems from Hakimi, a former Real player when Mbappe came to seek advice from him about life in the Spanish capital. To pave the way for Mbappe's arrival at the Bernabeu, the Spanish publication Fichas asserts that Real Madrid could accept selling Rodrigo for 100 million euros, amid interest from Liverpool, the Premier League club actively seeking a replacement for Salah in the future. Even the timing for Mbappe's debut with the royal team has been determined. According to Diario, Real will not be able to introduce the French forward before Euro 2024 kicks off due to scheduling conflicts. They cannot organize it before June because Mbappe's contract with the Parisian club runs until June 30th. Moreover, Mbappe is likely to join the French national team for Euro 2024 starting in late May, if PSG cannot advance to the Champions League final. There is another transfer target of the royal team, which is coach Xabi Alonso. Although it won't be this summer, Xabi is hoped to lead Real Madrid after Carlo Ancelotti's era. Recently, Xabi Alonso confirmed that he will still be the head coach of Bayer Leverkusen after the end of this season. In the press conference last Friday, Alonso explained that Leverkusen is the right place for him, so Liverpool or Bayern Munich will have to quickly choose a new coach when this season ends, with Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel both set to depart. But this is good news for Real Madrid as they can afford to wait. Carlo Ancelotti has a contract with Real until 2026, and according to some sources, he could step back behind the scenes to take on a different role while his contract is still valid. This is a significant advantage for Real in the Xabi Alonso deal. The aforementioned rivals of Los Blancos need to find replacements soon as they have always been ready. President Florentino Perez, General Director Jose Sanchez, and Chief Scout Juni Calafat will have to work very actively to bring those contracts to the Bernabeu. And perhaps soon, fans will see the results.